But look how beautiful it looks though. Good morning. It's Saturday. It's officially been a week since I haven't worked. The feelings. I want to do a sit down video about it because I've just been observing the different emotions that have come across. And off the top, it's been very freeing. My stress levels, what stress levels, right? But I have moments where my brain kicks in and it's like a whole like tense clench up, like you ain't got no job, like what are you gonna do? So I have those inner talkings within me that bother me. I've still been doing my food journal, daily journal, tracking, you know, what I'm eating, what I'm drinking, my stools, how I'm feeling for the naturopathic doctor. Excuse me. I got me some water with sea salt, and then, you know, since it's a weekend, I got my Earl Grey. I'm about to sip that, and then Paul's mom, oh my God, that woman is so amazing. Paul's mom is, ooh, don't give me the line. I want to say Paul's mom is in her 60s. Hopefully she don't see this and I got it wrong. But if she see this and I got it right, then but she went back to school after being retired for her doctorate's degree. Like, wow. Like, if that ain't inspiration and motivation, then I don't know what is. But I wanted to help her with her LinkedIn, and I'm also waiting on an Amazon package that I don't want to miss. So I'm gonna work on that for a little bit, get her all set up, and then I'm thinking about going to see if I can find some more seedlings, because the one thing that I did not plant in my garden that I don't even know why I didn't think about it, was cucumber. I didn't plant any cucumber, and I would like to get a cucumber plant. I don't think it's too late to just plant it by seed, but I'd rather have it already established. And then this garden bed in the middle, the one that was attacked by aphids, there's really nothing in there except for nasturtium, the green onions in the middle, and then a Thai basil plant, but there's no like food, you know what I mean? So I thought about going to look and see if I could put or grab some plants that I could just stick in there. I also want another citrus tree. So I watch Yellow Door Homesteading. Her name is Asia on YouTube. I love her. She's just so down to earth. You know, even though we're in different grow zones, like I just love everything about. She has a backyard garden. It's way bigger than mine. But she found some variated lemon trees. I think they're like pink lemons, but the leaves, the foliage on them were beautiful. And I solely want that plant, that tree, just for the foliage. It was like green and it faded into white. It was so pretty. So I'm gonna go to Arlo's and see if we have it. Probably not. And just see what else they got out there. But I do want, if I can get my hands on that pink lemon tree, and then a cucumber plant, and then whatever else I find. And then I was thinking about going to get my last IV, because I probably said this in another video, but I just never remember what all I said in the previous videos. And then when I record the newest videos, when I go back to edit, I'll be like, I didn't even tell them like what this was for, you know, like the backstory. So I had an IV subscription because when I learned that I had celiac with malabsorption, uh, just regular vitamins are harder for me to digest and get the minerals and vitamins from them. And so, and IVs are way quicker, right? They go straight to your bloodstream. So I started doing those in August. Well, when I found out that the new administration was going to start laying people off and firing people, I have put that subscription or membership on pause just to see what was going on. And then when I decided that I was going to do the DRP, the membership was actually coming to an end. And so I just called and canceled it. I didn't want to renew it. But I have one more session left. So I may do that today. I don't know. I'm kind of tired of getting poked with needles. That was another reason why I wanted to cancel the membership, because I was going twice. Yeah, twice a month, just because it was suggested that I needed more IVs than a normal healthy person, right? And so I was going twice a month, and I just got tired of getting poked. So anyways, work on this. I'll see you in a minute.
I got them pull up on you when you kiss.
Let me see you do your twirl, baby girl. Oh, I'm like, I've never seen that before. At a 10:30, I'm early. Uh-huh. Okay, friend, that went really fast. Okay, so my appointment was at 10:30. I actually got there probably about 10:15, 10:20, and I'm out at 11. Usually it takes me almost an hour, but my body must have really needed those vitamins. And here's another reason why I think my body really needed those vitamins. Because usually I have to pee like in the middle of the session. And I didn't have to pee, but I was like, before I get in this car, because I know I went to go to Lowe's, and who knows what else I'm gonna get myself into. I said, let me use the restroom before I go. You know how the old folks tell the kids, go on and use this restroom before we get in this car, before we go out of town, before we go run some errands. Yeah. So that went really quick. Even the what do you call them? Phlebotomist, IV therapist. She was like, oh, you're taking that fast. I was like, really? And I looked, I was like, dang, I'm almost done. So, hey, that's good for me. I always get the champion. I tell you that all the time. I forgot what's in the champion, but I always get the champion. Now we're looking for the pink lemon. Oh, I don't think they got them. I don't think they got them. wouldn't mind having a, or do I already got one of these? Lime. No, they don't have what I'm looking for. Crap.
Hello.
Hi.
And did you have a Milo's or military discount?
I don't.
Total comes out to be.
Okay. They had, I didn't find that lemon tree. So sad. I might have to order that, online or something. But Lowe's has their 3 for $10 plants right now. So I don't even need no more peppers, okay? But I got 2 peppers that I never heard of before. And then I got tarragon. I had tarragon last year, but the sun killed it, and I think I overwatered it too. It was a combo. It was a 2 for 1 special. So I'm gonna try it again, and I'm gonna put it in shade. And yeah, I think I'm going home now. I think that's a decent deal. 3 for $10. Why are plants so expensive now? Because everything is hot now. That's why. Anyways, I'll see you when I get back home. Okay. Hey, Papa. Oh, I didn't bring my gloves out. I'll have to use these old ones. Meat sauce. Yeah. Ooh. Okay. Remember those peppers I got yesterday? I'm gonna plant one of them because they're 2 different varieties, so I shouldn't put them together because they will cross-pollinate, huh? So I should do one per bucket or bag. Ain't that right? Okay, so you already know who I asked, right? Okay, so it says that I can plant them next to each other if I plan on not saving the seeds. So they will still, the peppers will grow and still taste individually different. But if I save the seeds and they had a chance to cross-pollinate, then those seeds would have a blend of the 2 peppers. So do I want that? Because I do want to save the seeds. They're both a mild pepper, so huh? Oh, they're both a mild pepper, so I guess I wouldn't care if they blended. Gave me a little hybrid. I don't know. I gotta think about this. And I only got 1 grow bag. I do have one of those 5-gallon buckets back there that I could put the other one in. But it's storing these rocks. Decisions. What you think I should do? Like I said, chat says they'll be fine for this harvest, but if I want to save the seeds, there might be a chance if they cross-pollinated, then those seeds will be a hybrid of the 2. I don't know what to do. My mind tells me not to put them together, so I'm gonna stick with my first mind. And I don't even know if I have enough dirt. I don't think I have enough dirt for this 10-gallon bucket. Unless I go get some of the old organic matter out of that medicinal garden bed. Well, what's going to be a medicinal garden bed. So I might do that. But I stopped at Tractor Supply this morning and got some straw. I want to put this on top of like the grow bags and some of the raised garden beds on this side to maintain moisture in the garden beds. I just want to be prepared before the summer hits and it get too hot and my garden beds dry up.
Give me one break, I need faith. Faith to believe you, faith to receive you. Give me something I'm lacking, I don't need nothing. You are my everything. Only me and you, only
Okay, so many things have transpired in just a few moments. We left off at me planting the pepper plant. Boom, right there. I added 3 marigolds. They came from the first garden bed. I had a whole bunch of volunteer marigolds. They are in there. And I wanted to show you how I was laying the straw. And I did lay some of the straw in this garden bed, or this grow bag, this garden bed, the potatoes, and then that other pepper plant. And when I was showing you this one, my battery died. So I went inside. So I went inside. Hours later, came back out here, and I was like, I'm gonna do this garden bed because this really needs it, because the evening sun just really dries this garden bed out, right? And I started to look. Now, this ad Tractor Supply, I thought I was doing my due diligence of looking to make sure there was nothing added to this, because a lot of gardeners said make sure you don't get straw that has any additives to it because it'll kill your plants. And so I didn't see anything on here, but I missed the word with tack. And I'm like, oh my goodness. So I did a little bit of research, and I learned that the tack is actually biodegradable, plant-based. They either use gargum or corn derivatives. And I'm like, okay, cool. But then I got to thinking, because I was watching more like videos and reading up on stuff, and people were complaining that they use the straw and then it starts sprouting like grass. And I'm like, no, I don't want that. And then in my head was like, what is straw? Is straw wheat? I have celiac, right? And I did not think this far. Like, that's the thing with like illnesses. Like, there could be so many things that you don't know that can just attack you, that you, baby, I'm overwhelmed. I'm overwhelmed. But yeah, so I got to look, and I was like, straw is wheat, is gluten. I was like, I can't put this in my garden. Now, as far as I know, I don't have like touch or contact celiac. Like if I touch it or put like skincare that has gluten in it, it doesn't bother me. But this corn sure is itching the heck out of me. Um, so I'm good on that part. But I was like, if I put this in my garden bed, over time, will the gluten like seep, in the soil when it breaks down? And then won't my plants take it up, and won't they be cross contaminated? So to make a long story short, I will not be putting straw in this bed. I will be going back to pine mulch. And this just shows you, you got to do your research. You got to do your research. I did a little bit, but not enough. And I didn't consider my celiac disease, right? But if you don't have any of those issues, I love the way the straw looks. It did not take a lot. You see, I probably have just a little bit of the middle missing. And this is probably maybe, honestly, 7 to 10 handfuls, one handful. And I got that whole bed filled, this one, the 3 grow bags, and that bed filled. So I could probably do my whole garden with this. I love the way it looks. Again, it's great for retaining moisture, preventing weeds to grow up. What else does this do? It had a little list on here. Where you at? So speeds up germination. You have water less often. It's safe for pets and children. Protects from birds. So it has a lot of benefits, but I think I'm gonna stick with my first mind, and we're gonna go back to our mulch, our pine mulch. Dang, that's unfortunate. So I guess I'm gonna be showing you that. But I will use this for, but I will use this for my flower beds, right? Because I don't plan on eating those or consuming those, right? So I'll still use this, but not for my food. And now I gotta pull all this out. I'm not doing it today. Shoot. I'm not doing it today. Heck no. We'll do it when we get in the pot mulching. Good morning. It's Monday. I'm still mad at myself about the whole straw situation. I don't know why I didn't think that through, but it just goes to show that as much as I think that I know, I'm still learning about how to be safe and make different choices when it comes to this illness, even outside of eating food. So I'm trying to give myself grace because I'm like, how did I mess that up? Clearly. Anyways, this week for me is going to be about movement. I told you every day during the week I try to find 3 things to do, 3 goals. Really, I've created myself a whole like 30-day calendar of stuff to explore while I am off of work. Just so I can get back in touch with me, see what I enjoy, see what I like, have experiences and really take this time just to be experience. So this week is going to be about movement, and I want to try Pilates, and me and Ari are gonna go hiking. It's a very easy, light hike. I wouldn't even consider it hiking, but we're gonna go do that. And I think I might want to put what are they called? Bike exercises. They have a specific name. What are they called? The bike classes, cycling. I want to go to one of those. I've done it before, but it's been a couple of years, but I enjoyed it. So this week is about movement. I have not really moved my body since I learned that I had psoriasis. Like I used to work out at least 4 or 5 times a week, right? And it wasn't nothing like crazy or whatever, but I definitely used to move my body. Like I used to post videos on Instagram, in my stories, in my regular posts about me working out. And now I don't do nothing, okay? And so as I'm getting older, my body is changing, and I am seeing those changes, and I just kind of want to tone up. I don't want nothing major. I just want to tone up. I want to get into a habit of just moving my body, for my health as well. And working out definitely helps your mental, so I want to do that. But today, I might get to it. Well, I don't plan to move my body really today, because I have to get blood work. That's what I'm getting ready for, if I would quit yapping my mouth. And then I have to drive way to Tempe, Arizona, to get acupuncture. I don't know if I told you, but they called me over the weekend, the naturopathic office, and got me scheduled for acupuncture today. And so I'm gonna go and do that. And by the time I go way over there and try to come back, I'm not gonna have no time for nothing else. But I am going to try to squeeze going to my herbal shop to get some herbs, because I also want to make me an herbal tincture for brain and nervous system to help me, regulate my nervous system. And I have also observed, I've been knowing this for a while, right? But I am learning that it could be, connected to being at that job, my toxic work environment. But I talked to you about this before, a lot of short-term memory loss. Like I could go into the kitchen looking for something, and once I get there, I totally forget what I'm looking for. And I can do that multiple times a day. Or I could be talking about something just like I'm talking with you, and I'm like, what was that called? You know, like it is really bad. And so Dr. Robert Morris has a blend. He has it in alcohol, glycerin, and I also believe he has just the herbs dried in capsules. And so I want to make an alcohol tincture. And the reason why I want to do alcohol is because the alcohol ones are the fastest to absorb in the bloodstream, right? And so he has so many, I keep finding hair in the pampas. It's probably me and Ari's hair. But he has like a host of really good herbs, and his herbs usually range from about $30 to $35. But I'm gonna try to make it myself and see if I can cut down on the cost. And plus, his herbs take a bit to get to you, like a week or more sometimes. So I can just go up the street to my herb lady, get the herbs. But the thing about it is, it's gonna take 4 to 6 weeks for me to be able to use it. It still would be fun to make it so that I do have it on hand and that I know how to create it. I'm still gonna make it. We still gonna go. If I got enough time. If I shut up and get myself together. Hey, how you doing?
How can I help you?
I think I want to get some single herbs, but I was looking to see if you have one already mixed for like brain and nervous system.
I have, let me make sure I've got it.
Okay. If not, I'll.
I have lion's mane powder. I'll have the capsules Wednesday
Okay.
when my guy comes in.
Gotcha.
And I don't have it in tincture.
Okay, I have lion's mane.
So, I'd suggest Gingko.
Yes, that's what's on my
Gotu
list.
Kola.
That's what's on my list.
Yeah.
Yay! Okay, so I'm in the right. I'm thinking right. And then I'm probably pronouncing this wrong. Schizandra Berry?
Schizandra, yep. That's to your left, bottom shelf.
Oh, okay. All right, there was food in here I left out for you last night.
But I had 8.
Fine, whatever. Today is Tuesday, and today we feed the worms. I have my bag of food scraps thawing out, sitting in the microwave because the gnats are back and I didn't want a whole bunch of gnats. It's not quite thawed out, but I've just been collecting food scraps over the last couple of weeks. I don't know that they will eat all of this, but we're gonna put a little bit in the blender, blend it up smaller for them. Hey Alexa, what's the temperature today?
It's 70 degrees Fahrenheit. Today, expect a high of 86 degrees.
86.
Without severe weather and rain.
Because like in the summertime, I'll leave a little bit of it kind of frozen just to cool them off. It's gonna be 86 today. That's not that hot. So we're gonna go ahead and blend it. What is this? Oh, an avocado shell. I got a whole bunch of stuff in here. Green beans, banana peels, some old sprouts that I didn't eat. Looks like beet stems. Got a whole bunch of stuff in here. So I am going to blend up. I usually pull out my old blender to blend stuff, but I'm too lazy, so I'm gonna use the blender that I use or make smoothies in. I'm gonna clean it out. Doesn't matter. It's all food, right? So I have 3 worm bins in my garden. So just do enough to feed those 3 bins, and I try to feed them once a week. Sometimes I forget. But I do recommend using like a blender that you don't use for your regular food, because some of the stuff, like for example, I got a cabbage stalk, you know, we can do some wear and tear on your blades, but for today, I don't feel like pulling that other blender out. It's like way in the back in the cabinet, and I ain't with it, so. We are gonna put it on a low setting. All right, what you ate last night? Oh. Oh yeah, you definitely wouldn't eat nothing once you got home. You was snack attacking. Ah. Okay. We got our food scraps blended up. Let's go outside and feed the worms. Now, if you are new to my channel and new to hearing about vermicomposting or worm composting, basically worms help compost food scraps faster than a traditional composting bin, because they help eat the food scraps and then they poop, and that poop is called castings, and that poop is filled with nutrition for your soil. Also, if you put the worm bins into your garden, some people do standalone bins, and then others like myself will put them directly into their garden beds, and then the bins have holes where they can go in and out. If you put them in your beds, they will help aerate your soil, make your soil better. So that's why I vermicompost. I am not a pro at it. I don't know everything about it. Ooh, trying to find somewhere to put you because I didn't bring my tripod out here. But basically, like everything I do, I'm faking it till I make it, okay? So here's my little makeshift vermicompost bin. You can use anything, a waste basket, like a wire waste basket, like that one right there, or you could buy a vermicomposting bin online. They have them on Amazon, but this actually was a standalone bin. It was like a 4-tier, so it came with all these tubs with holes at the bottom. Let me show you. Sorry, can I move you please? We got a lettuce that's going to flower then seed, and it's looking crazy, but I'm just letting it do its thing. So this is what the bin looks like, right? Just looks like a regular bin, but on the bottom side you see all the holes where the worms can get in and out into your garden bed. And then you will have other things that, you know, show up in your soil, like springtails. I don't know if you can see the springtails. Let's see if we can steady our hand and focus. There's a lot of springtails in there. I've also seen centipedes in there. And then don't be like me and water too much and then you get freaking gnats. So you can have good pests and bad pests. But inside the vermicompost bin, you want to treat it just like regular composting. So you want your browns, like your grass clippings, dry grass clippings, branches, cardboard, and then you want your food scraps, and then you want soil, but no soil with fertilizer, just plain dirt, because the fertilizer will kill the worms. So where is my tool? Now I know I just had it. Oh, because I was working in this one over here. There's another one, as you can see. So I just kind of lift it up. I try to put a layer of brown on top to stop other like pests and rodents from getting in here. Oh, you see the worm? I don't know if you can see it. Can you see it? I don't know if it's focusing. Crap. And I can't tell. See it way over there, right here. You see the wormy? And then I see a bunch of little baby worms too. I don't know if you can see those, but I'm gonna just drop the food, some of the food in there. Then go get on. And then I'll just cover it right back up like that. Then we'll go on to the next one. Actually, I got 4. I told you 3, but I got 4 bins. Here's another one. Oh my. They ate all their food in this one. Because all I see is brown and some cardboard. Oh, I see a little bit of food right here. Okay, let's feed them. And I'll just try to cover it back up like so, and then stick my little grass clippings back on top. This bed is pretty moist. Some people add a little bit of water to theirs. I don't do that until the summertime because worms do need to stay moist, but not like soaking wet because you don't want to drown them. But winter, fall, spring, I don't really put any water in there. I let the food scraps be the moisture for them. And then this one's way here. Let's see what we got going on in this one. Lots of springtails. Oh, I see some worms in this one too. Don't know if you can see them. They be hiding. Here's one. See if, oh, I got one right here. See the worm? This one got eggshells. Eggshells don't break down that fast. So if you're gonna put eggshells in here, blend them up really fine because the worms can't really break down eggshells. Shake that in there. Oh, we got a little bit of castings too. Look at that worm. We can put our clippings back on top and cover it up like so. And our handy dandy rock. Now our last one is really makeshift, okay? Where'd you go? Oh. Why you look like that? Where you get that from? The tree. Oh, here, hold this. Let me put you to work. You said you want to be on payroll. Aim it towards that one. Okay, so this one really makeshift. We got our rock again, and then another 5-gallon lid. But this one I used a Dollar Tree waste basket. I was gonna try to pull this out for you so you can see. You see, so they can really get in and out easily. So we're just gonna move the grass clippings. And then what I got left in this one, I'm gonna dump in there. They actually need more. I'm skimming on them. I'm gonna have to bring more out for this one. Are you getting that good footage? Mm-hmm. Yeah, we need to bring out more for them, but I'm just gonna mix it again up there in the dirt, or down there in the dirt. Put our grass clippings back on top. kind of smother the scent of food, you know, so you don't have pests in your garden. And then that's what I do. In my blend, I'm going to focus on two powerhouse herbs, which are Ginkgo and Gotu Kola, which are amazing for circulation, focus, and supporting long-term brain health. For this blend, I use 6 tablespoons of Ginkgo, 4 tablespoons of Gotu Kola, 3 tablespoons of Schizandra Berry, which adds antioxidant support and helps with stress. And then lastly, 2 tablespoons of Skullcap. Skullcap is a calming herb that supports the nervous system. I will combine everything to a sterile and clean glass jar, and then to turn this into a tincture, I cover the herbs with vodka. You want something that's going to give you 30 to 40% alcohol, so regular vodka works perfectly. I went with New Amsterdam since it's more affordable, but if you're looking for a higher quality, then I suggest Tito's. It's a great upgrade. We're going in with our Gingko Leaf.
Just ready for a batch.
Then next is Gotu Kola. Schizandra Berry. And Skullcap. We can mix those up, put our lid on, shake it up real good. Of our vodka. We have added our vodka to the mix. And I was trying to push some of the herbs down, but they still kind of want to float. So I'm going to let it sit like this for a little bit and see if more fall. And then I'm going to top it off, not all the way to the top, but just a little bit more to see if I can cover the herbs more. Because you don't want to leave the herbs exposed to air, because then it will mold. And I really could be getting a spoon and doing this. But I'm using what I got to get what I want. Okay. And then we're going to put our lid just softly on top to see if that settles a bit. But if not, I'm just still gonna pour just a little bit more on top, alcohol, to create a barrier. And you want to place this in a dark place for 4 to 6 weeks, but every day I'm going to shake it to mix it. And then we'll check it at the 4-week mark to see, you know, how potent it is. I don't know how to really check that, but by smelling it to see if I can smell herbs. But ideal, you want to go 6 weeks, but minimum 4 weeks. At 6 weeks, I'll do another video where we strain the herbs from the alcohol and then we put this in tinctures. So I'm thinking I could get about 3 or 4 tinctures from this, the little bottles with the droppers. I'll probably have to get some of those. I do have like 2 old ones that I've been saving around, so if I don't want to spend any money, I could just put it in there. Well, now if you didn't want to make a tincture, you like, I don't want to do all that extra, you could still make an infusion, meaning a tea. So let's do that right now. Let's make us a brain and nervous system tea. So with the infusion, you still will reap the benefits from it, but it won't be as potent and the absorption rate is not as fast as an alcohol tincture. So, but you can still get the benefits from a tea infusion. So for our tea infusion, let me get a little dish out and wipe it down as I rinse them out. We are going to do a teaspoon of our star herbs, and our star herbs, all of them are star herbs, but the star herbs for me, for my memory, are going to be the Gotu Kola and the Gingko Leaf. So teaspoon. And I have my water going on my kettle. Teaspoon, where you at? There you is. Gotu Kola. Look at Gotu Kola herb. It does. It has other benefits besides the brain. It's a really good herb. So 1 teaspoon of Gotu Kola. And you want 1 teaspoon of the ginkgo. Is it Ginkgo biloba? Is the full name. Biloba. Ginkgo biloba. And then a 1/2 teaspoon of our skullcap and our Schizandra berry. And rule of thumb for herbs when you're making an infusion, not all of them, but most of them. That's why it's great to have an herb book so you can teach yourself how to make infusions, tinctures, decoctions, salves. But rule of thumb is a teaspoon to 8 ounces of water. And then for more potent ones, you would probably want to do like a 1/2 teaspoon. But the reason I'm doing the 1/2 teaspoon for the last 2 herbs is because, like I said, I want the first 2 to be prominent in this infusion. These 2, the last 2, the Schizandra berry and the skullcap, are just to support my star herbs, if that makes sense. And this, I got 1 ounce of each of these. I spent $22 with her, and I still have more left over, so I can make more infusions. I probably could get 1 more extraction or 1 more tincture extraction from this too, just from 1 ounce. Put the lid on that thing. Got my throwback cup. That's actually Ari's cup. She got it from watching dogs, and now I'll be using it. If y'all ever need a dog sitter in the Phoenix area, Aria watch your dog. And she's really good at it. Just let you know. So when this is all said and done, I will probably take this 1 dropper full once in the morning and once in the evening. Dr. Robert Morris has a brain and nervous system tincture that comes in all different forms, the alcohol and the glycerin. He even has capsules. But I think he suggests 3 times a day, but I'm gonna start off slow in the morning, in the evening, and see what improvements I get. But we gotta wait 4 to 6 weeks. But in the meantime, I can make these infusions. I guess your girl is ready. I am curious to see what this is gonna taste like. Probably just herbs, but I wonder if the Schizandra berry has like a sweet or fruity flavor. You know? Juna? How much water is left? Okay, I'm about to say, come on.
What the heck, Keontae?
What the hell? I don't think these is gonna drop. So I'm gonna pour a little bit more alcohol in here. Go sit it in a dark cabinet where my other herbs are. And then we'll shake it every day. Take a little bit of alcohol. Even though it's sterilized, we're just gonna clean our edges of any herbs that might, you know, the little powder from the herbs. And clean that off like that there. And friend, let's not forget to label it, okay? Today is the 29th, so we'll put 4/29. Oh, this is not a good. It's like pastel. Supposed to be like chalk, but we'll call this Sacred Memory. Oh, you can't even tell I spelled Sacred Memory. And then I guess I could list out the herbs, but this is good enough. We'll put her right here, like so. I gotta get a better pen. And let's go put her in the dark. I am gonna check on her later on today and see if she's settled some more and try to push down more of the herbs. But look how beautiful it looks though. Let's try this. I let it cool down for a little bit. I don't even know how to explain this. First off, what do I always say? It tastes like herbs. It has like a light pungent flavor, a little bit of mint. Not really, but I'm getting something, some hint of mint in here. It's almost giving like orange? There's some type of pungent flavor. Maybe that's from the berries. I don't know. I'd have to look up each herb and see what their flavor profile is. But it's not bad. It's just pungent, but not in a strong pungent way. It's light pungent.